Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery again, and today's review is gonna be on the Parker Vector Rings version rollerball review. Thank you, Mr. Lego Man. So I bought this vintage Parker Vector Rollerball. I've always been fascinated by Parker's Vector model for being a quite simple pen, and after researching and reading the story of this pen model itself launched the popularity of rollerballs from Parker, and it was also the pen that saved the brand when it was doing really bad in the early 80s. This pen model is from around the late 80s and early 90s, more around like circa 1990-91. I like it. Why do I like it? Well, this is the full plastic body, so this is the budget. This is not the Flighter steel, or has not many metal fittings. This has a metal end part, this body in a matte black coating or color, same as the clip, rather than the typical chrome clip. Sorry, it's a matte black arrow. The top is actually shiny metal, which is not usually the case on this model, but in this case it is, and it's a nice touch. The rest of the body is full plastic, but it has this very early 90s, late 80s vibe. It's like a greenish turquoise, aqua or turquoise color rings, which give it a modern look. And if I snap it out, here we go, the ubiquitous metal ending area on all vectors. All vectors have this in steel. I have not seen any version or model that was all black. It would have been nice if there had been a matte black. That would have been a great finish for this pen. But both on the stainless steel or this plastic version, which the plastic versions were more budget, they all have this in stainless steel. So it's pretty much is the same, except for the fact that it has this lovely design and then matte black accents on the pen. If we twist the front end, we can pull out the refill. In this case I'm using a vintage made in UK Parker Rollerball in fine, as I always like fine tips, so that's what I'll use for this pen. So here we go, we have it well closed. Makes a slight click, and there it is. We can post the end cap over here. It's a very lightweight pen. If you're not familiar with the Vector, this plastic model is very lightweight, unlike the Flighter, which the Flighter is steel body and steel on the cap, but this being plastic is really lightweight, so there are very few metal components. So let's give a look. Let's do a quick test on this pen. So this is the Parker Vector Rollerball. It is made in UK. This model is made in UK. Made in UK. Same as refill, it's also UK. This is blue. Fine, because I like fine point a lot. It writes really smooth, but again, this is regular rollerball ink. This is not gel, so don't expect this ink to be used for writing front and back of a page. Usually just basically maybe for signing, or maybe just to writing on one side of paper, or you really need to have very thick paper so the ink doesn't go through the other side. So let me just point that out, because that's one of the bad things of earlier rollerball ink. Newer gel ink dries faster and makes you able to use paper on both sides, contrary to the vintage refills. So anyhow, I really like a lot this refill. I've always liked the Parker Rollerball refills, and also mostly the Fine, which I personally like a lot. Um, Very comfortable, lightweight pen. The ink writes really smoothly. The only thing is I must let you know that sometimes the refills are prone to leaking, so be very careful. Be aware of that. They're not leak proof, they're actually prone to leaking, so sometimes you might get a faulty one. But I mean, at least that one, this vintage one, has not given me any problems. But the newer ones are made in France, and I do have encountered a few leaky ones. But just be very careful and maybe cross your fingers that you don't get a defective one. But otherwise, it's a really smooth writer, very comfortable for writing and for penmanship. So yes, the Vector is a good favorite, a classic from Parker, classic budget pen. They are everywhere, they're very cheap. You can find them on flea markets, you can find them even on the floor somewhere or in old places, abandoned. So it was a very popular pen back on its day, and well, sadly has been discontinued as of around 2012 or 13 approximately, has been discontinued. But this version with ridges in color and the rest full black is really nice. There are other versions. There are versions with these ridges in white, ridges in purple, in blue, and I think those are the ones that I have seen. But this one looks pretty nice. It's sort of aqua green, gives a nice cool vibe to it. So I really like this pen. It writes really great also. So do I recommend it? Yes. Parker Vectors are a reliable rollerball for writing or just basically a few note taking. So that's it. This is the Parker Vector Rings version, circa 1991 version. Thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to subscribe for more stationery reviews and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.